And now, a special message from the Steve's Diner podcast.
To our valued listeners, especially if you're one of the 7 German fundamentalist Christians. Dear valued listeners,
please accept this as a sincere and unequivocal apology for language used in a recent episode of the Steve's Diner podcast. We understand that certain comments or discussions within this episode may have been perceived as racist, sacrilegious, or offensive. And for that, we are truly sorry, especially if you did not grow up in the 80s and are used to this type of hilarious humor.
it was never our intention to cause harm, disrespect to any individual or group, or promote any form of discrimination. We recognize that words carry significant weight and that even unintentional remarks can have a deeply negative impact. We deeply regret that our content fell short of the standards of respect and inclusivity that we strive to uphold and that you expect from us. Even more surprisingly, it was not Busboy Steve making these remarks.
Our goal is to ensure that future content is always respectful, thoughtful, and inclusive for all of our listeners, especially if you are a German fundamentalist Christian. Sincerely, Steve and
Jordan
of the Steve's Diner podcast.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Steve's Diner podcast, laughs on blast, fart jokes, games guaranteed to last. Weird news machines, broken outcasts, turn it up loud, never listening fast. Mic's on fire, convo's tight, the report's lit. Busboy Steve's here, ain't swinging no quit. Jordan's maps out, routes full of wit. Random games played, never call it quit. Steve's Diner podcast, laughs on blast, fart jokes, games guaranteed to last. Weird news machines, broken outcasts, turn it up loud, never listening fast.
You're drunk already, aren't you, buddy?
I went around there looking for my old Chromebook. I couldn't find it.
Oh, did you? I'm looking at it right now.
I couldn't tell.
It is hidden under some folders.
Okay. I wasn't going to go digging through your shit. Ooh, what are you drinking? Hey, everybody. Welcome to Steve's Diner podcast.
I got this. Dude, this is so good. It's that thick
Oh, yeah.
sour. RAR.
You're drunk already, aren't you, buddy?
This one's
Out of
Fruity
order?
Pebbles. Or no, Captain Crunch.
Oh, Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunchberry.
I've never had Captain Crunch, Fruity Pebbles. I don't think I've had any. The only cereal I had was when I was a kid. I used to eat Cheerios.
Well, you didn't have all the sugar you want? Well, duh. Never mind.
Well, even before I was diabetic, though, I still don't like cereal.
The fuck? Bro.
Dude, have you ever known me to tell me what cereal you've ever seen?
No,
me eat?
I know. I haven't.
I eat
I'm
toast.
just saying that sucks.
I eat toast, bitch.
I know. Peanut butter.
Peanut butter toast. Yum.
That
I'll
does
go
sound
get some
good.
right now.
Put some bananas on it, maybe.
Do you eat cereal, Jordan? I can't remember.
No, I'm not as big a cereal person as most, but I do like it. I feel like I never buy it as an adult.
There's people who love cereal, like would eat it like every meal.
I
Devin,
did.
Devin used to eat cereal a lot growing up. I feel like I had cereal and Nana's.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can
And
see
then
that.
we would get Fruit Loops sometimes when I was a kid.
Yeah, I knew you eat cereal when you were a kid here.
But like Frosted Flakes, I think suck.
Oh, no.
Those don't
no.
taste good to me.
Oh, my gosh.
I like most cereal, I just don't eat it. But Frosted Flakes is the one I can't get behind that everyone loves.
My name's Slick Rick, not Frosted Flakes.
It's like, and Fruity Pebbles. I mean, Fruity Pebbles and Cook and what's the chocolate one?
Count
I don't know.
Chocula?
Cocoa Puffs?
No, there's Fruity Pebbles, but they're all chocolate. I forget.
Cocoa
Fuck it.
Puffs?
Nah.
No, it's
Is
the
it a
same-
Flintstone name?
Yeah.
Mm.
Joe Rockheads?
Chocolate. God damn, how do I not know? Whatever it is, cocoa. Maybe it is. No. Let's just say if you put Fruity Pebbles on ice cream, forget it.
I got you.
This-
Mm.
I had it at in Ocean City on soft ice cream with like hot fudge, and that was a topping. I was like, I'll have that. And then for the life, and then forever I had it until Bree said no more ice cream because I'm fat.
You
Whatever.
ain't fat.
I'm not fat. I got what's the thing I got? I got high cholesterol.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can have high cholesterol and not be fat.
Yeah, I got that.
I got high cholesterol too, Steve.
Hey,
We can eat egg whites together.
right, and this will fuck it all up.
I take medicine, so I don't have high cholesterol. Or else I would.
Well, I take medicine now. Made
Same.
it better.
Do you take a statin?
I do.
Hey, is that what I take? I think I don't know. Yeah, I
How
think
many-
so.
How many milligrams, John?
God damn.
I just
don't know.
kidding.
I was
40.
like, damn. I know I'm on 12 melatonin. That's what I take for my
Ah.
melatonin.
Ah, that's nice.
Oh, it is so good.
I take 10.
10. I was taking 10 and I found some 12, so I've taken those two.
Both of
Nice.
them? No.
No, I did take a 10 and a 5. Bro.
Ah.
You guys probably have some crazy fucking dreams.
See,
All
it
right.
doesn't really the dream part doesn't it really puts me to sleep. I mean, 20 minutes my eyes are heavy. I'm
It puts me
yeah.
to sleep quick. It doesn't keep me asleep, though. That's my problem.
Yeah, me too.
Mm.
Me too, but it definitely gives me a nice fall asleep.
Weird. I'm the opposite. I can't fall asleep with it, but when I am asleep, it keeps me
Hmm.
down.
Interesting.
I only take 5 though.
All right.
I'm afraid
Medical.
to go any lower.
I know we gotta stop talking medical shit.
I know.
on this
Oh, don't get me
podcast.
started, man. I take like 60 pills a day.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could go into it. Hey, so we're here at the Steve's Diner podcast. If you haven't noticed already, Steve, Busboy Steve, is in the house,
I'm here.
and Jordan, my son, is in the house.
Poop fart, stinky pants. Okay, Hannah, do a dance.
Hannah, dance, Hannah, dance. She just had a birthday.
She's
Happy
not
birthday.
feeling well.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, she just have a birthday.
Uh-oh.
Did she have too much birthday last night?
She honestly just has a sore throat. There was on the plane ride home, the kid sitting next to me.
You were
blowing
saying
his
that.
nose. The
That's
whole
what you
plane
were
was kind of disgusting, actually.
Ah, shit. Yeah, I ain't gonna see you for a while, bitch.
Yeah, that's
No, now that she's actually not feeling well, yeah, I probably won't see you for a little bit.
those
You're gonna have to get my car
airports
cleaned before you give it back too.
Yeah, I will.
Let me see if I can turn this up a little bit.
Last episode was good.
You liked it?
It was the first full one I've listened to in a while. Kind of telling on myself here, but
Yeah, thanks.
I liked it.
I could tell by our numbers.
Oh,
No, I got a lot of compliments on this one. Like a lot of people said that was really funny. Well,
oh,
not
nice.
a lot. I don't
What was that? That was the switching penises and stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. People thought it was pretty funny. That's good.
It was.
What? Every once in a while, I get in Bree's car and she'll have a podcast going. And the other day, I got in. I was like, "Hey, that's me."
Oh,
And
really?
then- yeah. And then I was like, "Oh," and then she turned it off. I was like, "What the fuck?" She's like, "Well, I was like, did you already listen to it?" She goes, "No, not yet. I've at whatever part it was on." I was like, "Okay, well, let's listen to it." She goes, it's kind of weird." I'm like, "What do you mean it's kind of weird?" She goes, "I don't want to listen to it while you're sitting next to me." I was like, "Okay."
Because she probably is like, they're so stupid.
No,
She's just
no.
cussing you out the whole time.
No,
Like,
but I did tell her it was.
goddamn
It
assholes.
was because it was the medical one, and I think she was right at the part where I said, "This is where Bree gets
Ah,
upset
yeah,
because we
yeah,
don't know what
yeah,
the
yeah.
spleen does."
Yeah,
And she
yeah,
was
yeah.
right there. She was like, "Yep, that's true. That's exactly what's happening."
Yep.
She yells at the radio. She yells at her radio, and it's like, the
That's
spleen does
awesome.
this.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Okay, well, we do have a fun show. Hopefully, it's funny as last time planned for you today. And if it's not funny, who gives a fuck? We have a show. It'll be interesting. I think, are we funny or are we interesting? Which do you think we are? More funny or more interesting?
I don't know about either.
Come on.
Right, I'm gonna say, well, if
We're
for
at least
honest,
interesting.
I think interesting, and then parts are funny.
Yeah, I think it's
Mm.
interesting interspersed with little dabs of humor.
Yeah, the snuffleupagus. The snuffleupagus was funny. The poop stories were funny. When you were talking about running cross country in high school and you had to poop and stuff, that was funny.
Mhm. Good times.
But some of the comments are funny too. Like if we're talking about something, we make little funny comments. We're
Yep.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah, we're fine.
I don't know what kind of podcast this is. What
Can't
is
think
it
about
about?
it too much.
People have asked me on TikTok because I think I put that in my bio at the top. I said
Yeah.
I do a podcast. Ask me about it, and every once in a while, people message me and go, "Hey, what's your podcast about?" I go, stuff.
That's exactly what it's about.
I
Did
don't
you
know.
see? Did you see on TikTok someone commented and said, "I ate at Steve's Diner and I got food poisoning."
No,
That's
is
awesome.
this somebody you know?
No, they said, "Are you just a podcast, or?" No, they said, "Are you just a podcast, or do you actually own Steve's Diner?" Because I ate at Steve's Diner and I got food poisoning.
That's awesome.
And well, if you Google it, there's a ton of Steve's Diners. There's one. There's one in New Jersey. There's it makes
Oh
sense.
shit!
Kind of
Oh,
a
yeah.
basic name,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve's Diner.
There's two of them on this show.
Right. But so they probably ate at a real Steve's Diner and got food poisoning.
Yeah.
But in my comment, I said, unless you ate at the one in Frederick, it wasn't me.
Yeah. There you go. That's funny though. They're
Well,
ready to cut you out.
What would be funny is if somebody shows up at my door ready to eat.
I'm hungry.
For a while on Google Maps, I had Steve's Diner at my address.
Oh
And then I was like, that's so stupid.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never mind people coming to look for food. People are going
Yeah.
to come if I say something,
Yeah.
come
Mhm.
kick my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I took that off real quick.
That's good.
Yeah, every once in a while, have an
Yeah.
idea. Okay, here we go. And we're back. I guess we took a break. Did we take a break? I don't know.
Oh yes, we took long break.
We didn't
Come
even.
back.
Oh, we got to do another
Steve's gonna have to
apology now.
apologize now. Yeah.
I'll forward you that letter.
I'm very sorry for making fun of people that aren't like me. Bye.
Wow, that is true. I didn't even say nothing about my shirt. You like my shirt?
Can't see it.
Can't see
Get the
my-
readers.
Oh shit, is that tires?
Yep.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, I like it. I
I
like
wore
it.
it
I'm
just
jealous.
for you.
I'm jealous.
Jordan, you might want to watch Tires. It's pretty funny on Netflix.
I told you it's my next show. I gotta
Okay.
finish Andor. I gotta
Yeah.
finish Andor though.
It's pretty funny. It's
Shane Gillis.
it's yeah. I mean, it's
I knew he had a show. It's on Netflix, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like it's kind of. How do you even describe it?
It's
Not politically correct. It's
well, right, and it's
but it's
like The
not
Office,
horrible.
kind of like they don't do the interviews, but Shane Gillis is like
yeah.
spot on, and they work at it. It's a tire shop. It's great.
It's like a workplace comedy.
I think it's funny. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
But they're mechanics and like snap towels and hit each other in the balls and stuff.
And
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
his name is in it? The I always forget his name though. Savaros, the comedian. The
Oh
fat guy
yeah,
from Baltimore.
the Baltimore guy, the real big Baltimore guy that Jordan might not
bald-
be familiar.
Oh, he's got to know him. Oh,
He does stand up comedy.
and he's got
and-
the best Instagram the day after the Ravens play, whether they win or lose.
He imitates like a Baltimore County
Baltimore.
guy.
Oh my gosh,
What's his name? I didn't hear you.
it's
It's
a Greek name, Stavros.
Stavros or something like that.
Oh, is he?
Big sloppy.
Is he the one that like holds the gun? Like he's wearing a Lamar jersey and he's
Yeah,
holding
yeah,
the gun? Okay,
yeah.
yeah. I know who that is.
He's in the show. He's in
Okay.
Tires.
I love that picture
What picture?
of him holding the
Oh,
gun with
yeah,
a
yeah,
Lamar
yeah.
jersey.
Yeah. So that was good stuff. What do you want to do first? Let's get into a
Let's hit
fun.
some- yeah.
People like when we do our greatest of all times. I think that people really get into it.
Yeah, people like to throw their opinion in that we can't hear.
I say they're probably like mother.
Yeah, they're like, this is horrible.
How did you forget about?
Well, this is
yeah.
going to be a controversial one as well. I got a feeling.
Yeah.
So we were sitting there trying to think of a good one to do, and of course, me and Steve have been best friends for 42 years. 42 years. That's a long time. So
Man.
we started thinking about television best friends, and we decided to figure out who the greatest television best friends are.
Television character best friend. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna share my screen.
There's
I've
a
been-
lot of them.
I've been practicing.
We'll see.
You've been practicing sharing your screen?
Yes, I got it. Oh, hold on. Do this just
I don't
in
know if I
case.
like all this light.
It looks like there's a window.
What light?
My new, because I put the Ring camera over
Oh,
there.
gotcha.
Ring light over there. My head is huge.
No, you can't help that.
Yeah. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
You get it?
Oh, god damn it.
You looking at the right one?
Yeah.
You got the right one, yeah.
Number 9. See, I knew this was going to happen. You did it, man. You got a new microphone and
I am on fire.
yeah.
Fire.
It's kind of small, but that's what she said.
Wow. I can increase it.
That's what she
Well,
said.
this isn't the rankings.
This isn't final.
No,
Okay.
no. This is just the submissions list.
I don't think my list is correct. Hold on.
It's totally correct.
I don't think I did Joey and Chandler. Oh, that's
That was
you.
me.
That's me. You're bus boy.
Oh, there. Oh, yeah. Shit.
I knew you were. I won't spoil it. Actually,
All
I
right.
knew my father was going to do one of them.
Oh, really?
Well, we
GG.
have.
Which one?
GG.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's my chance, especially because I'm watching it again. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll go to the rankings. So SpongeBob and Patrick was nominated by all 3 of us, so they get the number 1 seed.
Nice.
Oh boy. Yeah.
We'll go down the list a little bit. Jerry and George, 2 of us did
Yep.
from Seinfeld. Fred and Barney, 2 of us did. Joey and Chandler, 2 of us did. So those all get the top 5 spots. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 4 spots. Okay.
I forgot Beavis and Butthead. God
Right?
damn it. Yeah.
I got it representing though. That's my number 1. That was my number 1.
That was your number 1?
Oh, hell yeah. Greatest
Okay.
best friends of all time on television.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Go.
Okay, well,
yeah,
we can
don't
debate
wanna
that
go-
later.
Yeah.
Jordan's number 1 was Jon Snow and Sam Tarley from Game
Oh,
of
mine wasn't
Thrones.
in order. I didn't really.
Oh, you
rank
didn't do
them.
it in order?
I
Oh.
just threw them out there. Yeah.
Okay, well, that turned out to
Sorry.
be your number 1.
Sure. I love them.
Yeah. So we got Wayne and Garth from SNL.
I mean, swing.
I mean, yeah. I put in Larry and Leon from Curb Your
Oh
Enthusiasm.
shit! I like that.
It's a good one, I think.
Mhm.
That is
Bert-
a good one.
Bert and Ernie, I had to put in from Sesame Street.
Yeah,
Oh,
that one's
shit!
great.
God damn it!
Jake and Charles from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Jake Peralta and Charles. whatever.
Yeah, are they? Yeah, I kept looking at that and I couldn't do it.
There's a better friendship on that show, but I think it's a little too niche.
Niche. Niche. Jack and Larry from Three's Company. I love that one. That was such a good one.
That's a good one.
Jordan
Okay,
doesn't know that one, unfortunately. But
Nope.
come and
Yeah.
knock on our door.
I know the song. Yeah.
Monica and Rachel from Friends. Leslie and Ann from Parks and Rec. I had that on my list and bumped it, I think, for Bert and Ernie.
That's all right. I bumped Bern and Ernie, so it kind of worked out.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Look at
That's
that.
funny.
Drake and Josh. Now,
Drake and
that-
Josh.
that
But aren't they
one I was-
brothers?
That's what I was thinking, but
Well,
But they're
on the Amanda show,
stepbrothers?
they're best friends.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, I
that's
can see. I
true.
still see.
And then they
I still
made-
see it.
A whole show for them because they were
Yeah.
such good friends on the Amanda
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Yeah,
no,
I don't disagree with it. I just
Right.
didn't.
I had the same thought. I
mean-
was like, aren't they brothers? But then I was like,
Yeah.
well, they're not blood related. They got kind of thrown together, so they're kind of like friend
Yeah.
brothers.
And Drake and Josh, they're brothers.
But in Amanda's show, for sure, they're just buddies.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely. Will and Grace, I mean, that speaks for themselves. They named the show after them. And then Lucy
right,
and
and
Ethel.
they were.
Lucy and Ethel from I Love Lucy. The 3 that did not make it, unfortunately, were what Jordan was referring to earlier was Lorelai and Rory from Gilmore Girls. I mean, they're
Yeah, I
technically
never watched that.
their daughter and mother, but they're also best friends.
They were on like
They're
every
friends,
list
yeah.
I looked up.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's fun. I
kept
just put them
seeing a
on.
lot. I kept seeing them a lot, but I never watched it.
Ah, that's
Damn.
so funny. I just put it on
Mm.
because I'm literally me and Jen have been watching it for months.
Mhm.
We're like next to last season now. Ironically, they're not together. Like they're mad at each other in this season. Anyway,
Oh.
Ron and April from Parks and Rec. I love their relationship. That's awesome.
So good.
And then Ralph and Norton from Honeymooners. I've never seen it. I have never seen one episode of The Honeymooners.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know.
But
I mean, it's like older than I Love Lucy. So it's,
oh
but
yeah.
but the two of them, he like jumps in. He's kind of like Kramer, where he comes in and like,
Well,
yeah.
the Fred and Barney are modeled after those two. That's who they are. Fred and Barney are Ralph and Norton.
Norton, come
Not,
down here.
I know, another Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
We
Why
left some
don't
big
you?
ones off. Oh,
Oh, go ahead. I was just fucking around. Okay, yeah. So those three did not make it. There are a ton that were not included in this list.
I know.
Yeah, because
There's
we
some
didn't,
sad ones.
and even the older ones like Lenny and Squiggy, but not just Lenny and Squiggy being the neighbors, but Laverne and Shirley themselves.
Oh, Laverne and Shirley has
Technically,
got to be.
They would have beat anybody on Happy Days because the two of them were like,
Yeah,
they were best friends.
they'll do it
They
their
were
way.
like top 3 on every list. Laverne and Shirley.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean the whole show. When your show is the two people,
Yeah.
it kind of those were.
Yeah.
That's why I have some feedback, or not feedback, but as we go, why we picked what we
Right.
picked or whatever.
I got you. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, Laverne and Shirley should have. That's a glaring omission.
Yeah.
I blame you too.
Steve or my dad. Have you guys watched 30 Rock?
I haven't really watched it.
I watched like the first like I don't know, like 2 seasons,
Yeah.
something like that.
We're watching it for the first time. And I was
Did it
thinking
hold
about
up?
putting I think so. I think it's funny. It's pretty
It's got to
good.
be funny. I mean, it's Tina Fey and
Yeah.
um,
Well,
Baldwin
yeah.
and what's his name? Tracy
Tracy
Morgan.
Morgan's
Jordan,
funny as
or-
shit.
Yeah.
His name's Tracy Jordan on the show, so now I'm getting
Oh,
his real
yeah.
name mixed up.
Yeah.
But Jack Donaghy and Liz Lemon from that show,
Ah,
Tina Fey and Alec Baldwin,
Oh,
they're
okay.
pretty good. But we're only a few seasons in, so I didn't want to put them on.
I got you. Yeah, the Leslie and Ann from Parks and Rec, I think, are great ones to have in there too.
Leslie
Okay.
and Ron could have been their own also. Sorry,
I
Alec.
know. That's why I thought of that too. I was like Leslie and Ron, but you can only have some like Leslie and Ann. I think are okay. Well, we can debate this later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So now we
nobody from
actually
The
go
Office.
to the rankings.
Oh
So
boy. Oh no.
some of these are going to be tough. Some of
Oh.
these are going to be tough.
Oh,
We might as well get started, right?
Oh my
yeah,
God.
let's
Yeah,
do this.
yeah.
All
Everybody
right.
ready for the greatest TV best friends of all time?
Yeah. We start out with one that's like one of the newer ones versus one of the original OG ones.
Yeah.
So number 1 ranked SpongeBob and Patrick versus number 16 ranked Lucy and Ethel.
That's a tough one.
It kind of is,
You get the OG,
at least for our age.
Right, because you got the Lucy and Ethel were original. They were best friends. They lived next door, blah, blah, blah. But how long did that last? Is where I'm talking. SpongeBob and Patrick have been friends for like 25 years.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, a lot easier. I think Bart Simpson's still 10.
Oh, shit. Yeah, and it's been 35 years or
Yeah.
something.
Hey,
So that makes it a little bit easier for them. But how many adventures have they been on? Lucy and Ethel just went to California that one time.
That was it, one?
hey, SpongeBob and Patrick have seen the world.
Been
Isn't that
around
David
the wo-
Hasselhoff? I'm going SpongeBob and Patrick,
I think I have to as well.
obviously.
I think I have to as well. But what do you? If you can convince me, Steve. I mean, I'm not. It wouldn't take a lot of convincing. Lucy and Ethel, man, doing the chocolates. They're working together in the stupid.
I mean,
thing.
they have the most. I mean, yeah. If you're going away
Iconic.
from character and just the show, yeah, they got the chocolates and the. I mean, but they don't. And the smashing the grapes. No,
Yeah.
that was that her too, or
that was
just
Lucy, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. See. Which
But,
would see?
like,
Here's
what
what I'm
I-
thinking. Would one die for the other one? Do you think?
Ooh,
Lucy
take a
would
bullet?
take- right. That's where a lot of this comes from for me.
No.
Ooh, I like
But
No.
that.
SpongeBob would.
Oh yeah, because it go right through them.
Yeah.
Go through one of the holes.
And then hit
See,
Patrick.
That's the part. That's the part of the show. That's the part of this show that are we funny or just interesting? That was funny. All right, then SpongeBob and Patrick go.
I agree.
And most
I
people that Halloween costumes count too. And I don't think many people are dressing up like Lucy and Ethel.
Yeah.
Yeah, not anymore. All right, this one's tough for me. I don't even know if I can do this one. We have number 8, Larry and Leon from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh shit.
Now, the other thing, too, to think about with that, I'll talk about that in a second, versus number 9, Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street. I mean, fuck.
Maybe
Now,
they're-
Larry and Leon, is Leon his best friend or is Jeff?
Well, Jeff definitely is.
But
That's
or,
where the prop.
here's the thing, and here's why I decided on Leon. Because Jeff is his manager.
Right.
Leon
It's
is
random.
just there. Like, he has to keep Jeff around because he's his manager. But Leon is just there. I mean, he is his best friend on that show.
They don't sleep in the same room though, right next to each other.
Yeah.
Bert and Ernie sleep in the same
Oh.
room, and they talk to
I
each.
was like, do
I was
any
like-
of these
They
people?
talk to each other. They talk each other to sleep. They'll like sing lullabies together, and
Wow.
I mean,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
they? I mean,
Yeah.
they're best friend. I think Bert would take a bullet for Ernie. I don't think Leon's going to take a bullet for Larry.
Ooh, Ernie would take a bullet for Bert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
other way around.
Yeah, Bert ain't doing it. Bert's like,
Larry and Leon aren't taking bullets for each other though.
But then you got the difference in Larry and
know.
Leon.
Leon might.
Larry, you got an 80-year-old white guy from Hollywood, and then you got Leon, who's, I mean, in the show he's not a stand-up comic, but
Nah.
I mean he's a what you call it? He just started mooching off of him.
Well,
I
they
can't-
he moved in when he married
Yeah,
that one lady, and then never left. Like they
He
all
just
they got
stays.
divorced, they left. He stayed, and Larry lets him stay there.
yeah, they hang out together.
that's his best
Goes
friend.
to the club. Yeah, oh,
I love those
God.
two, but I think Bert and Ernie might be too iconic.
Yeah, that's who I'm going with.
Yeah,
B&E.
Yeah, Bert and
Yeah.
Ernie.
y'all agree? Okay. You know, what'd be
I
funny
didn't
is
want
that
to.
you know, what'd be funny. Oh, you don't want to?
No, I said I didn't want to, but I did.
Oh.
That was easy.
And especially because it's Pride Month, we should have Bert.
All right,
Oh.
Rob, another apology. One of the,
Yep. I mean,
What?
they slept in separate beds.
no, I'm
They're
just-
not gay. Okay, you say that.
They weren't.
I know. I'm just kidding around.
Are they
Okay.
actually though? I didn't know.
They probably are.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't
think
know.
they really.
I don't think they were supposed to be.
they were puppets, so they didn't really care.
Yeah, right. They didn't have
That's
any.
true. Yeah, their
It-
torso up.
They didn't have any penises. So. Okay.
God.
All right. I don't. Well, maybe they did. You know, who knows?
You never
They-
know.
Extra fabric laying around. They could.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure there was one joke behind this. Behind the
Oh
scenes.
yeah.
A banana was put somewhere.
Oh yeah. For Bert because he's orange or yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm tripping.
Okay. Number 5, Beavis and Butthead versus number 12,
Oh.
Monica and Rachel,
Rachel.
from Friends.
Aw.
I thought about putting all three girls together.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that easily with Friends. I mean, you could do all
Yeah.
three of the guys together and switch
Well,
them up.
Yeah.
Ross kissed Chandler's mom, so
Yeah.
that's out of the picture.
Ross was kind of the that
Ross
did
sucks.
now in the show was Ross and Chandler friends and they
Yes,
met
'cause
Joey.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
went to school and college.
Right.
See, this is where Monica and Rachel, to me, I don't know if they can compete with Beavis and Butthead because the first show, Rachel wasn't. Well, she's on it, but she
Right.
wasn't their friend. She made herself.
Right. Because
She
she was
walked in on them.
she got fired or whatever.
No, she walked out of her wedding.
That's what
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
She was Monica's best friend growing up,
Right.
Mm.
and then they,
Which,
yeah,
Yeah, which
yeah, they went to prom and stuff.
that adds a lot to it because they've been friends
Yeah.
as long as me and Steve have. I mean, not on the
Probably
show,
longer.
but yeah. Now,
yeah. I've seen
would-
a lot more Friends.
Would Beavis
Beavis.
or Butthead take a bullet for each other?
Yeah, but not on purpose.
Right.
I don't know. They sit on the couch together and watch TV all day long,
That's pretty. I mean, they're inseparable.
and they work together, and they work
Yeah.
together.
That's
Oh.
like JB and Jordan.
Yeah, it is. Starting on the 7th.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably watched more Friends than I have Beavis and Butthead, to be honest. But I like Beavis and Butthead as friends because,
Because they're awesome.
yeah. And I know you saw the Saturday Night Live skit that everybody talked
Oh, my
about from like
God,
a year
yeah.
ago.
I
That
got
was really good.
I got another ad for this podcast that I'm going to run. I asked AI to do Beavis and Butthead with certain words, but they created them as real people.
What the- Oh shit.
It's
Like the
Beavis and Butthead ish. No
Oh,
voices, but it's a blonde guy wearing a Metallica shirt
oh God.
and a dark-haired guy wearing an AC/DC shirt.
Oh jeez.
It's very weird.
It
And
sounds
then
weird.
there's a
I don't wanna
TV in
see
the
it.
background. You'll see
believe
the
you.
ad. Look for
Okay.
that ad on TikTok. Well, my vote is Beavis and Butthead because
I'm gonna
they were
vote
my
Beavis
number
and
one
Butthead,
ranked
too.
person. So
I'll
Yeah.
go with the girlies.
yeah, well,
I mean,
I
don't get
haven't
me
seen
wrong.
much Beavis and
love-
Butthead.
Oh,
you're
that's
missing
fair.
it.
And they do have a Beavis and Butthead had a movie. Rachel and Monica did not have a movie.
Which is a deciding factor.
I mean, it's part
Best
of it for me.
TV best friends.
Yeah, it's TV, but did they get it? But Beavis and Butthead got their TV.
Yeah, I
made
got
into a
you.
movie.
I see.
They also
with
never
SpongeBob.
age, which makes it easier for them.
Yeah.
But Paramount Plus has all the Beavis and Buttheads, the old ones and the new ones.
Yeah, I have them in my queue that I don't watch.
Is it Paramount Plus? Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Paramount Plus.
Okay, moving on. Number 4, Joey and Chandler from Friends. Keep the Friends going.
Yeah.
Versus number 13, Leslie and Ann from Parks and Recreation.
This is the toughest one from the first round for me because I actually know both of them well.
You're friends with them too?
Yeah, we're all pretty good friends.
Leslie and Ann and Jordan.
That sounds awesome.
That's sure. Well, I'm not telling Hannah that.
I love me some Joey and Chandler.
She gets it.
I'm gonna make it easy for myself and just I'm Joey and Chandler all the way.
So they are the closest to probably Beavis and Butthead. You know what I mean? Like sitting in the chairs, watching TV and,
Yeah.
you know, and hijinks and
Playing foosball and
yeah, and all that goofy shit.
They're
Uh,
awesome. They really
are.
are. Like the best seasons of Friends are when they're living together and they're just sticking around. It's
Yep.
it's good stuff. But I gotta go Leslie and Ann. They're amazing. They love each other.
Yeah.
They're also funny.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of great examples off the top of my head. I've realized.
Well, I'm
As we're
trying
going
to,
down here.
it's been a while since I watched it, but
I mean, Leslie's comments to Anne,
that's what I always get back to. Like the most beautiful person. in the-
sunflower, like
and
oh, y'all stop. Stop. It's Joey and Chandler. Don't even
it
don't
kinda
even let
is.
him sway you. I mean, Chandler
kinda
gave
is
Joey a
Joey and
job. Joey
I know,
he
it's
gave Joey
tough.
a job. And the job was nothing. There wasn't a job.
yeah.
And he made friends with everybody and he told Chandler all the stuff that was happening around the office. I mean,
Yeah,
Leslie gave Ann a job.
that's true too.
I know. What were they friends before?
And I think
They
about
met. They were friends for a very short time.
their goodbye, Leslie and Anne.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That was fucking sad.
There was. I mean, they're all four. Like both of these are very, very tough.
I don't like this one. I think both should go to the next round.
We can't. Steve's got to decide
Yeah,
Why
I'm
do I
going
gotta
out.
decide?
going
because
Leslie.
God damn it!
I
Every
voted
single
for
time.
Joey. I voted for Joey and Chandler.
I'm going for Joey and Chandler too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
damn.
It's
Sorry,
okay.
Gordon.
I mean, I had Leslie and Ann on my thing, but
You guys are so stupid.
I know. It's like Beavis and Butthead all over again.
oh my god.
You had Leslie and Ann on
Maybe
your
that's
thing?
why I'm going for Joey and Chandler.
Yeah, because you want them on your thing. You had them higher on your thing or lower on your thing?
I didn't have them on my thing. I had
What'd you
Leslie and
add?
Ann on my thing. I knew the friends were going to be covered. That's why I didn't put them on.
Yeah, I thought about Joey and Chandler, and there's too many friends for friends, and I couldn't deal.
That's what I did with Seinfeld. That's why I left them off. I knew you guys would put them on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey and Chandler, I mean, it's not wrong.
You can't.
They're
Yeah.
awesome.
It's just the way it worked out. If it was Joey or Leslie and Ann versus Drake and Josh, I would probably vote Leslie and Ann. Leslie and Ann versus a lot of people, probably. To be honest,
Yeah,
it's just Joey and Chandler's tough.
it's
That's
a tough one.
matchup.
They are just great together.
Yeah, I have to go Joey and Chandler.
I
Which
love when
makes-
Joey kind of fights over Chandler with Ross. Like Ross
Oh,
isn't
yeah.
really fighting.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's always good too. I just
Which-
watched Friends for the first time again, all the way through in
Oh,
like
did you?
10 years.
Uh,
It was a lot better than I remembered.
Right?
It's honestly, I think the later seasons get funnier too.
I agree.
The later seasons are funny.
Yeah, I mean,
They-
not
they
maybe
figured
not the
out- they
last
figured
one
out.
when they're all married and stuff, or getting married, but
But
That-
getting
yeah.
to that point, I mean,
Even those
after-
though,
after
I
Rachel
found
and
them funny.
Ross, like after Rachel and Ross, I think are funny.
Honestly, they were my least favorite part of the whole show. Like their whole relationship.
It's
I
annoying.
feel like it was the finale was, oh my God. They're just chasing each other around like, oh my.
It's annoying. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Moving on. Number 6, Jon Snow and Sam Tarly from Game of Thrones. I had to really think about who the hell Sam Tarly was. Versus number 11, Jack and Larry from Three's Company.
Damn the Slayer. I
Well,
knew
you
this
already
was
know.
not going to win.
He's the one
anyways.
he's the one that was married, right? Or he ended up getting married.
To the
Kind
Wildling.
of the big guy.
Yeah,
yeah.
the big guy.
Yeah.
He's George R. R. Martin in the universe. Like he wrote himself as him
Ah,
in the book.
interesting. And they were friends, huh?
They were the one true friendship in that show that wouldn't backstab each other.
Okay.
yeah, you're gonna have to decide this one, Steve.
Yeah.
You know why? Because one of them's mine and one of them's Jordan's.
Well,
I know
We
what's going to win.
so I would have picked Leslie and Ann over anybody except Joey and Chandler. It doesn't matter who owns it. It's if you nominated it, it doesn't mean you have to vote for it.
That's true.
There could be
That's
a better
true. But this
matchup.
one, I can't. I honestly, I watched Game of Thrones, but I
I-
only watched one
I had a feeling-
once.
I had a feeling you weren't like both of y'all don't know the other thing.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that knows both.
Well, I mean, I know Game of Thrones.
But I'm
But-
saying if you had to pick Sam Tarly out of a lineup, you couldn't do it.
He's hard to
And
miss.
I watched every episode once, and that was it. So,
Right.
and I was so
So-
confused on who was who. To tell you the truth, Jon Snow, I'd pick out of a lineup. Maybe he'd probably be the only one I could pick out of
Right.
a lineup.
He's the most recognized.
Yeah.
I got confused as fuck in that whole thing.
Yeah.
I started watching it halfway through and didn't go back and watch the beginning until later.
I know you missed the best part of the show.
I made up my own backstory for it. I did. They were
It's
pulling
so
the kid.
frustrating.
They were pulling the kid around on the sled. I was like, oh, he's the sled kid. I didn't know why he couldn't walk.
And he would get me so mad talking about it.
I'd be like,
He
yeah,
didn't
that-
know Tyrion's name until season 7. He's like, I like the little guy that drinks.
Yeah,
Well, you can know his name. He's in every episode.
I know,
just-
but I'm
it
like
didn't
that on
stick.
a lot of stuff.
It didn't stick.
Look, I just watched 4 seasons of a show called Yellow Jackets, and I could
I heard it's
name,
good.
I can name like, and there's a bunch of characters. It's all girls, but they do. It's 1996, and it's now,
Ah,
so it's adults and kids, but it's the same character.
right.
And I know maybe 4 or 5 people. I don't know.
Hmm.
My attention span is just gone. I don't know.
I can't. If there's a lot of characters, I have trouble keeping track.
There's a lot of
Unless-
characters in Game of Thrones. I'll give you that.
Oh my god.
Tyrion was bad, though. You got to know who Tyrion is.
I just didn't know his name. I knew who he was.
That's the guy from Elf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they had called him Elf in the thing, I would have known it.
Oh, my God.
Tyrion is not like something that sticks in my brain.
All right, so we're back
All
to Jack and Larry.
All
I
right,
mean,
yeah.
Larry, okay, so here's why I picked them out of all the ones I picked. I'll do it real quick.
Good.
They worked with each other as best friends to go on double dates, to protect the other one from a
I
girl
know.
finding out that they're going on the double dates. They would
I
do
know.
anything for each other. They
They'd
probably would have done each
pretend to
other
be
for
each
each
other.
other. Yeah.
Oh, I think
They-
Larry wanted to.
Well,
Larry
yeah.
was a swinger
I mean,
on that show.
He was doing whatever he could to get.
He
to
was a
get laid.
swinger. I guarantee
Yeah.
it. They couldn't say it, but he had an upside down pineapple on his front door. I guarantee that shit.
But yeah, they would do anything for each other, and I never really saw them get mad at each other. But not that Jon Snow wouldn't do that, but I'm just saying.
I was about
I
to say, I
love
can
Jack
make the
and Larry.
same argument,
Yeah.
except more intense.
That Jon Snow was a
Yeah.
singer or swinger?
He only did his aunt.
No,
That was it.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but
Pass.
John and Sam are like the one only true friendship that actually care about each other and not working for their own gain in that show. Sam
the-
saved his life. John saved his life.
Yeah.
And
They take a bullet for each other.
they take a sword for each other for
Yeah.
sure.
What about Larry? Would Larry take a bullet for Jack?
I think so. He'd be disappointed though.
I really didn't want to do this, but
I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna vote for
I know.
Jack.
I know who
Trevor
you're voting for
and
because you don't know
Larry
the other one.
Dallas.
I know
Sorry.
who Jordan's voting for because he doesn't know the other one.
Yeah.
The deciding factor for me, unfortunately, is that I put Jack Tripper on our YouTube theme song. So I'm going to have to go with Jack and Larry.
Oh.
Sorry, Jordan.
It's okay. I knew exactly how
That's-
the show was gonna go.
That,
I knew
it usually
exactly how it
does.
was gonna go.
It usually does.
Yeah,
right?
I have no expectations anymore. Ever since the fast food one, it's a wrap. I knew I
Oh.
stood no chance with this.
The fast food one's a wrap. Like a wrap.
Now, see this next one. I like you said, you're not always going to go with the one you picked because I
Oh,
forgot this one.
Fred and Barney versus Drake and Josh. Number 3, Fred and Barney versus number 14, Drake and Josh.
Wow. Now that you say it, though, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't
think
know. You know what? Was Fred mean to Barney too? Sometimes, maybe or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drake was mean to Josh too, though. Honestly, I might go Fred and Barney, and I picked Drake and Josh.
Yeah. I mean, Fred and Barney is iconic. I mean,
It's pretty good, and I haven't even seen the Flintstones that much, but
it's iconic.
they're pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Drake and Josh, though, hug me, brother.
They're great. Like Drake and Josh in a different matchup might have won.
All right.
And
It
what
sounds
sucks
like
about Drake and Josh is they kind of fell out in real life a little bit.
Well, Drake had some issues.
Yeah, he did.
I
guess
see
Josh
Josh all
did
the time on like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Drake was part of that whole Nickelodeon scandal
Yep.
too.
Well, the
It's-
victim of it. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a victim of it, and
It was ridiculous what his story. I was like, yeah, I don't want to hear anymore.
Yeah. I don't know if we could vote for Drake and Josh. We're doing another apology.
another one. Josh was fine in real life, I think. I mean, he might have
I
done
think so.
drugs or whatever, but whatever.
Who doesn't?
Yeah,
All right.
We're on
That's
drugs
Drake-
right now.
Drake was a little creepy, I think, but we're not here to talk about that. And on TV, they were awesome.
Right. We're talking about their TV friendship.
And Fred and Barney weren't technically Flintstones, though.
They didn't age.
Damn it. Yeah, I go.
My
Fred and Barney.
vote is Fred and Barney. I'll go first. Y'all can figure this shit out.
Yeah, I'm cool with Fred and Barney.
All right,
honestly.
Fred and Barney goes.
Yep. Okay. Number 7, Wayne and Garth from Saturday Night Live versus number 10, Jake and Charles from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
This is so easy for me.
So
I don't
Brooklyn
know if
Nine-Nine is
my-
his favorite show.
Yeah, like
okay.
favorites. It just I never get tired of it. I watch it every night to fall asleep. I don't know what it is about that show. I just love it. Hitchcock and Scully are the right answer for that show, by the way, but I don't think anyone knows them.
I know them.
They are the actual
Those are the
Up
two
here.
guys. The two guys that kind of like are like
the big
they don't
guy.
do
They're
anything.
older.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
the
yeah.
big, the really big one. They are the real.
But
best
they're like
friends.
clueless, right? I mean, they're
Yeah,
yeah. I know them.
yeah. So Jake and Charles are great though. They have a lot
Yeah.
more episodes and story.
Yeah.
Charles would take a bullet for Jake in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah. He's awesome on the show. I love that guy.
Charles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're all great. That's what makes the show good. All the characters are pretty awesome. But
Yep.
I'm going Jake and Charles.
Wayne and Garth. Now here's the thing, is that I consider them a movie more
That's
than
fair.
I don't think I've seen the Saturday Night Live skits, but I didn't see them live. Like I saw them
Mhm.
if there's like a retrospective or something.
You never watched it?
Not really. I didn't know them until the movie came out.
Really? Well,
Excuse
It's Dana Carvey, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Mike Myers.
Yeah, I knew it was Mike Myers.
and Mike Myers, by the way, does a good fucking
Wayne's World.
yeah.
Wayne's World. Wayne's
He
World.
does,
Party
who's-
time. Excellent.
Who's the fucking guy? Who's the
Shrek.
No. The just now the Tesla guy, the fucking president and
Musk.
what's it?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you seen him do
Oh
Elon Musk?
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's
I
funny.
haven't. That's fun.
That's on
I bet
Saturday.
you it's
I
good.
watch Saturday Night Live now, like
Ah,
almost every Saturday.
Oh,
but back-
really?
Back, yeah.
I
I
record
recorded,
it and watch
actually.
it I record it too and then watch it if I feel like it.
I always watch the news no matter what, because what's their face cracked me up.
Colin.
Colin Jost and Michael Che.
Yeah, they're
They
good.
are fucking awesome.
Especially when they give them jokes to read that they haven't
Yeah,
read yet. and
that's
they're
at the end of the
racist.
year. At the end of the
Yeah.
season. Yeah, they just did that like a month ago.
I was about to say it just ended, right?
Yeah,
The season.
that wasn't as good as other years, but that's okay.
Colin
Yeah.
Jost. Can't believe he's married to Scarlett Johansson.
I know, right? She's on a lot. She's on the show a lot on Saturday
Yeah,
Night
she's
Live.
doing a lot this year.
Yeah.
Well, I like both, but I mean, go
Yeah,
ahead,
go.
Steve.
I know you're gonna go with Wayne and Garth.
Wayne and Garth, because the show, I mean, it was TV before it was a movie, and it got
I
made
know.
to a movie. But I mean,
It is a good one.
Yeah,
yeah,
I didn't even think about it.
I didn't either because
I'm happy
like I
SNL
said,
got representation.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. What you call it? Didn't The Office didn't? I couldn't think of anybody on The Office.
Same. I thought about Jim and Pam.
that'd be the only one.
Right, but they ended up getting married, so it was kind of
Then I'm getting some benefits. Wink.
They were definitely best friends for the first
Yeah,
few seasons.
yeah. All right, so Wayne and Garth, and
that's one. The Office was better before they got together.
I mean, I don't know.
It was.
I don't think they were. I didn't think they were that big of a story. Like they were good for parts of it, but I mean,
I think that's the main story.
It's the
I'm
first.
saying the
The
funny
first few
parts,
seasons was
like,
better though.
Yeah,
I don't know. Season 4 and 5 and 6 they're together, and they're still pretty awesome to me.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
it wasn't like, oh, this is the funniest part of The Office, and it was like Jim and Pam like hanging out. It would be,
Oh,
you know what I
no.
mean? It would be everybody else.
yeah. No,
Michael
but
and
they were-
Dwight-
story, huh?
Potentially, Michael and Dwight could have potentially been one.
that could have been one.
I thought
That is
about that,
true.
but-
that is true.
Yeah, something about it. I don't know.
Yeah,
They only
well,
hung out at work
um,
most of the time.
Yeah,
Michael didn't like him for the most part.
yeah. I mean, he was such a dick to him.
Yeah, he didn't like him for the most part. So, okay. So you're going with Wayne and Garth, right? I'm going to go with Jake and Charles. I think that they're better friends. Not better
Oh
friends.
yeah,
I think they're better TV friends.
they are best friends. I just watched that episode last night where Jake was helping him as his best man. It was very nice.
Yeah. Now Wayne and Garth, look, 90s, right? Wayne and Garth were,
Huge. People are dressing up for them for Halloween.
we
Still
watched,
are.
we watched the movies
Mhm.
like crazy. My thing is that
It's like a movie. I get it.
I think Jake and Charles are a better TV best friends
That's fair.
because there's more data.
Yeah.
There's more, you can see more of that friendship.
But also, Wayne's World
And
was
they
their
got,
own show. They had a show from a show. They had a show
right. I know.
on public access.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jake and Charles though.
Mhm.
Sorry,
I'm-
sorry, Wayne and Garth. Peace out.
The one that goes my way, he rage quits.
Right. I thought about that as I was doing it. I was like, dang, Jordan had like 3 just go out like that.
Yeah, and I didn't do it as a sympathy one. I did
Yeah,
it.
please don't.
I
Well,
did it
yeah,
as I did it as trying to weigh
didn't
it
think
out.
you
and
did.
For me, it was more of a movie. I just in my
And I
mind,
admit
it's
it, I've seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but I haven't seen the whole thing. So
right.
It's all good to the last season, I think. By the way,
I haven't seen the last season.
It's
I
okay.
watched it we've talked about it a billion times, but I watched like the first 3 or 4 and then kind of dropped it. But
That's the best. Seasons 1 through 4 are awesome. Anyways,
all right, final matchup of the first round. Where are we at? 8-11. Okay. Jerry and George from Seinfeld versus Will and Grace.
Will and Grace. They
I'm
both
going
on the same thing.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Seinfeld, I had all 4 on my list actually.
Yeah, they'd be a good foursome.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah, I
That should
like
be a
Jerry,
horrible foursome.
Jerry and George as well. Will and Grace were they were in there.
Yeah, I
Once
didn't-
again, the show's named after them. Stuff like that
Yeah.
factored into how I picked them.
No,
too,
I mean
but
they kind of loved each other, but he was
Mhm.
gay, so they were friends.
they probably would have got married if they
Exactly.
needed to. Yeah.
Exactly, they loved each other. Yeah, which
I
is
haven't
very
really
nice.
seen Will and Grace.
Would Jerry take a bullet for George?
Mm.
I feel like none of them would take a bullet for any of them.
Nah, there's not that kind of show.
Maybe Kramer.
Kramer would.
Yeah,
Kramer would step in front of a bullet for anybody. Oh, that
George
would be a good-
wouldn't.
What about Kramer and Newman? They would have been an interesting.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay,
Kramer was clueless. He's so clueless.
I love Kramer. Well, Seinfeld's one of my favorite shows. So, Jerry and George, they have a relationship that goes back to high school.
That's a good episode.
Oh, the atomic wedgie. Oh
Yeah.
my God, that is so good. That's with Mr. Bookman.
Yep. Oh, if you do decide to even think about watching Will and Grace for any reason, Jordan, don't watch the
Yeah.
new. I don't know about the new one because they like redid it recently. Just
Mhm.
watch the old ones from the '90s. And the best part about that show, I think, is the two other. What do you call them? Not
Characters.
characters, yeah, but not the main character. I don't know what.
What's,
they're called,
Is Sean Hayes one of them? Is
Yeah,
that his show?
Yeah,
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
and
I like Sean Hayes.
He's amazing. And then Grace's secretary is probably the funniest part about the show.
Okay.
I think
Who's the one that has like the voice, like the?
that's her. I can't think of her name
Okay.
off the top of my head, but she's like her secretary, but she drinks constantly. So she's drinking at work and she's pouring vodka and stuff. And she's
Okay.
she's funny.
I've heard a lot of good things about the show, to be honest. I just haven't seen it.
Oh, isn't it?
mean-
Isn't it? Anastasia.
Beavenhauser.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, she uses that name.
but what I'm
Or
saying
something.
that's. Oh, she used it on the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Her
okay.
name is I'm looking at it,
Oh.
but keep going.
Jordan's going to poop.
Nice, unless he got cut off by accident.
I was closing my window. I didn't want my midriff all in the video.
Why not?
Nice.
Give the ladies a thrill.
Oh.
Okay. The Elite Eight. You ready?
Yeah,
Everybody
we're gonna
ready?
knock this out.
Yeah,
SpongeBob and Patrick versus Bert and Ernie. Come on.
Ooh,
Come
the
on,
kids
man.
shows.
That's fucked up.
that's
this one-
hard. That's hard for you, Steve. I bet.
I can't.
It's hard.
That's what Bert said.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Stop. Okay.
Oh, and you got the whole Jim Henson connection,
The Rainbow
Uh-huh.
Connection.
the Rainbow Connection. Oh, well, see, now it all makes sense.
It
love
does. The
that song.
Rainbow
God
Connection
damn it!
between
I'm
Bert
gonna-
and Ernie.
I'm gonna quickly decide before I change
Go
my
ahead.
mind.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go SpongeBob and Patrick.
Ooh.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna go Bert and Ernie.
Ooh.
I love Bert and Ernie.
Fuck. So do I. Oh,
There's-
they're equally devoted friends.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
tough one. I don't know. I might have to change my answer, actually. I'm all back and forth now.
I mean, you think about SpongeBob and Patrick. I mean, they are best friends.
They're best friends.
Shit. Bert and Ernie, SpongeBob and Patrick. You waiting for me to decide?
Yeah.
Are you keeping Bert and Ernie or are you going SpongeBob
Yeah.
and Patrick?
I'm keeping Bert
Fuck.
and Ernie.
You would have made it so much easier if you changed your mind.
Pressure's
Drum
on.
roll. Do the drum roll. Do you got your sound machine up?
it'll be there.
It's gonna be playing for 2 minutes.
It's
I
gonna be
know.
Bert and Ernie. I know he's gonna. My best friend. I know too well. He's gonna vote Bert and Ernie.
It's Bert and Ernie.
Yeah.
It
I
is.
mean, come on.
It is. It's Bert and Ernie.
The
Yeah, but-
matchups plague some of these best friend duos.
I know.
I mean, SpongeBob and Patrick. Come on.
I
SpongeBob
know.
and Patrick are almost iconic. Not as iconic as Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, Sesame
Almost
Street.
iconic. For my age. Even Jordan's
yeah.
age.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jordan grew up with Sesame Street.
We all love Sesame
Yeah.
Street.
Now, anybody who's like probably 20 is like, fuck you. It's SpongeBob and Patrick.
I
You know what I
feel
mean?
kind of like I'm betraying SpongeBob and Patrick because my generation does love.
I'm the
Including
original
myself.
SpongeBob fan.
I know.
That's for me. Yeah. I remember Steve was like had a T-shirt. I was like, "What are you doing with a cartoon on your shirt?"
I mean, I was the original SpongeBob fan. And I
And
feel
the
like
Simpsons too, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
you
there was
were
a few-
you were number one Simpsons guy too.
No really good best friends on The Simpsons.
I was thinking about The Simpsons.
You could
but I
do
couldn't think of-
Homer and Barney, but they're not really best friends.
Yeah.
No, but you know who we did, and I thought of the Family Guy too that we didn't get because of Quagmire and everything.
Oh,
but
yeah.
but I didn't watch it consistently enough to know who were actually friends. I knew
Right.
all 4 of them. I knew
Right.
Cleveland and the other guy, and
Yeah, they
Reitmeyer, but
all like meet at the bar, but
yeah,
Joe Swanson. No, that would have been a good foursome too to put in here
yeah. We'll
because I
do
don't know who's closer.
greatest TV foursomes.
Yeah.
We'll get some ratings for that one. A lot of downloads.
yeah, accidental download.
Yeah. Okay. Beavis and Butthead versus Joey and Chandler
Chandler.
from Friends.
Oh my gosh! Now you've got me.
Now it's fucked up because
Now it's
what did
fucked
I
up.
say? I said Joey and Chandler were kind of like the Beavis and Butthead.
And I mean, did Beavis and Butthead ever make you like almost cry? No.
Cry laughing.
I think it's
mean-
Joey and Chandler.
God damn it! I mean, they both sat in the recliner. They sat on the couch.
They both watch
worked
TV.
toge- They both work together.
They're both male.
So did remember Chandler was with Joey's sister and then couldn't remember which sister he was with?
Of course.
Did Beavis and Butthead ever have a moment like that?
I don't think they
Like,
ever hooked.
In
Like
all
Joey-
honesty,
Joey and Chandler did some screwed up things to each other from time to time.
Butthead beat the shit out of Beavis.
Like
What?
with a bat?
Okay.
Yeah, like with his hand, or
What did he do?
let's just smack him upside the head, or
Yeah.
run him over with run him over the lawnmower. You know, like that
Yeah,
kind of stuff. Kind of like Three Stooges kind of shit.
Yeah.
Sort
I
of.
don't know what to do.
All right. Who did you said Joey and Chandler?
Yep.
Jordan?
Yep.
I gotta say mine first, so I don't have to decide.
Go ahead.
But-
I already
but
got
if
my
you-
answer.
But I don't have one.
I already got it.
Well,
What
then
is
I
it?
need to say. Do I need to say? You say it then. So I need to.
Yeah.
I want to see
Do I
what
have
you
to break
say.
a tie? No,
I wanna see
you
what you
can't
say.
do that. You get mad when you're the last one and have to decide.
All right.
All right, I'll say Beavis and Butthead.
I knew that. Joey and Chandler.
See,
It is.
and also
is.
being your best friend, it's easy to make you decide. I mean, you already decided,
I did.
right? So
Um,
my answer didn't matter.
It did.
I would sit down and watch Friends and watch Joey and Chandler highlights all day.
Right.
I'd watch Beavis and Butthead, but I wouldn't pick that one first.
I like Beavis and Butthead way better than Friends.
That makes sense for you, yeah. So
But-
like,
Joey and Chandler are better friends than Beavis and Butthead. That's the
Joey and
that's the whole
Chandler
thing.
are
Beavis
so
and Butthead are friends, but Butthead beats the shit out of Beavis, dumbass, smacks him, all that shit. Joey and Chandler love each other.
They do.
That's
Chandler
the difference.
paid for Joey's headshots.
Beavis and Butthead don't necessarily. Well, Butthead doesn't love Beavis. Okay. All right.
Okay.
We'll move on.
all right, next.
Okay. Jack and Larry from Three's Company versus Fred and Barney from the Flintstones.
Aw. See, this is getting ridiculous.
I know. This
Were,
I
were
thought.
both of these shows over before I was born? Just here.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's go,
well,
Fred.
especially the Flintstones, the original.
It's ended in the
like,
60s,
in the
probably.
yeah.
Yeah, it started in the 60s.
Yeah, it was probably only on in the 60s, and then
Yeah.
they remade it. They did a bunch of newer ones.
Flintstones was like The Simpsons. It was on at 8 o'clock at night.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was, and they had ads for cigarettes. They'd be smoking cigarettes and shit. That's true.
Yeah, see?
The Three's Company was on from like 76 to 83.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was actually the first couple seasons I don't think really watching it
I didn't-
until
I didn't watch it live a whole lot because it
right,
was kind
'cause
of scandalous.
yeah, we couldn't really.
We were young.
And also that was that one wouldn't fly today with
Oh, no,
Mr.
no.
Roper.
I know. Yeah. Well,
Although
even
they never really said anything though.
all the time. Well, they made innuendos.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Fred and Barney moves on. I'm guessing that's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jack and Larry were a good team.
They were great friends. I'm glad they were represented. Okay.
Damn it.
Jake and Charles from Brooklyn Nine-Nine versus Jerry and George from Seinfeld. I'll go first. Jerry and George. My favorite show, or one of my favorite shows.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going
Yeah.
Jake and Charles.
Yeah.
Even though it's a little bit more one-sided, Jake does love Charles.
Yeah,
And does a lot for him.
right. Charles is
Charles is obsessed with him.
right. Like me and Steve.
Yeah. Uh, Jerry and George for me.
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I know we're only down to the final 4, but I already see the final 4.
That's pretty
The
good.
final 8, sorry. Final 4. I already see the final 2. God damn it.
I know
That's
what you
the
mean.
highlight.
The 4
That's
people.
the highlight of the show right there. That's like the Pentagon being the octagon.
That was good.
Yeah, that was
No,
good. That was like
a
the OG
Snuffleupagus.
episode.
That was the very
Snuffleupagus,
first
yes.
one. Yeah. I listened to that the other day.
I mean, Jake and Charles probably are better friends than Jerry and George are.
They probably are, but Jerry and George for me are
Just got to throw it out there.
they're yeah.
That we're good.
I mean, for you
Just let the listener
definitely.
know.
Your Brooklyn Nine-Nine is my Seinfeld.
I
Oh, wow.
probably know both of them really well.
You watched
compared
a lot
to
of
you
Seinfeld.
three.
Yeah.
I have seen a lot of Seinfeld.
You sure have. Living in this house.
Yep.
Well, that's how the cookie crumbles, my friend.
I know. It
Yeah,
happens every
I
time.
have to finish out Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Just remember the last season, but since we're not going to talk about it again, they had to rewrite it 6 weeks before they started
Ooh.
filming.
Okay.
So that's why it's a little rough.
Yeah. It's like
Okay.
Captain America, Brave New World.
Yeah, except they rewrote it 6 times within 6 weeks.
Right. Okay. Down to the final 4. Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street versus Joey and Chandler from Friends.
This is a good matchup.
This is tough.
This is the sneaky
This is really
championship.
tough. That is tough.
Yeah, you got 2 1960. Well, you got not this one, but like the final 4, you got 2 90s and 2 like 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
70s. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I mean,
Tough.
for me, it's not that tough on this one because of. Well, see, I'm not going really based on how well they are friends. It's based on how much I like their friendship.
They're a lot. Well, at this one, I think it's equal. Bert and Ernie
how
and
much-
Joey and Chandler love each other equally, I think.
Yeah. And also based on how much they make me laugh. So I'm
Gotcha.
gonna go first and say Joey and Chandler.
Gotcha.
Chandler Bong.
Jordan?
Penandler
No,
Bong.
I'll go. Bert and Ernie.
Oh shit.
It's up
So
to you,
it's up to
Jordan.
me. I finally have power here.
There you go. You got it.
Let me think.
Doing the pigeon.
Give me 10 minutes. No,
10. Put 10 minutes on the clock, please.
no, I think I gotta go with Joey and Chandler for the same reason Steve said.
Oh, wow.
They do love each other, and they're more enjoyable to watch. Now that I'm closing in on 30.
Bert is kind of an asshole sometimes.
Oh sure,
Yeah. I mean, he's Squidward before Squidward.
yeah, that's who he reminds me of.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, Joey and Chandler in the championship. That
Wow.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense. Total sense.
I am shocked, but it makes sense. I don't know. Yeah, I probably.
Did you
surprised they got that
be any
far.
more?
It's probably
shocked?
my fault because I should have had Beavis and Butthead go ahead. It would have been Beavis and Butthead versus Bert and Ernie. That would have been tough. Not really. I would have picked Bert and Ernie still. Okay, Joey and Chandler from Friends versus. Okay, they're in one slot for the championship. The other part of the final 4, Fred and Barney from the Flintstones versus Jerry and George from Seinfeld. Fuck. That is tough.
He leaned back. He did one of these. Woo.
I did. I had to lean back.
I'll go
Jerry and
first,
George.
because it's easier for me. I gotta go Seinfeld.
Yeah.
The Seinfeld homies.
Yeah.
George Costanza is so funny.
I know. But
I
is
think he's
he-
my favorite character on
Is
that
he
show.
is he one of the greatest TV best friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Okay.
Jerry and George for me too.
Yeah, I don't have to do anything.
Not really.
I probably disagree, but that's okay. I think the Flintstones. Fred
They
and
probably
Barney.
are better friends.
I think so. I think Jerry. Beginning of the. It's interesting how their friendship developed on Seinfeld because the first season, George was the authority, and Jerry would come to him for advice. Then George became an idiot. Like
Yeah.
it flipped. And then Jerry kind of put up with George and his shenanigans in some ways. But they were friends. Definitely good best friends. So we're going with
Yeah.
Jerry and George advancing.
I like humans in the final together too. You know,
See,
the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told Steve, I texted him, I was like, I think all of mine are kids shows.
These are all cartoons.
The cartoons are Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Okay, here's our final. Ooh, here we go. Joey,
I can't.
There we go. Here's the
Can't
final.
vote on this.
Joey and Chandler from Friends versus Jerry and George from Seinfeld. Drum roll, please.
Didn't these shows kind of have a rivalry in their time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Friends versus Seinfeld
Well, for
was a
the
huge rivalry.
Yeah, for the first half of Friends, technically, because Seinfeld was over in '98 and
Mhm.
Friends went to like 2004. I just had
Yeah.
Friends was 94 to 04. So
Mhm.
for mid '90s, shit, and they came
Yeah.
on right after each other, I think, didn't they?
Well, the people from Seinfeld kind of disliked the Friends people, from what I remember. Like
I
they
could see
thought
that.
they thought they kind of stole some of the ideas and stuff like that. I don't know.
It's interesting watching
might have made that up.
Friends. There's a lot of stuff in Friends that a lot of shows now do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you steal everything. That's what we do.
That's I mean, that's art. All right.
Yeah.
Drum roll, please. Joey and Chandler from Friends. Jerry and George from Seinfeld. Not versus Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Who's voting first?
All right.
Go ahead.
Tribbiani.
Oh, he's
And
going
Bing.
with Joey and Chandler. Surprised me. No, it didn't. I'm going George and Jerry.
Bus boy.
I got you, motherfucker.
Damn, we should have had yeah, you did, because I was gonna do that really quick and just make you decide. But see,
I decided
now,
the last one.
this is actually this is really hard. So
We had to-
I don't want to make people still waiting because everybody's gonna see. This is not down to me, y'all. This man,
It's not?
see, no, if people are listening, it's not. I mean, okay,
If
look,
people are listening.
I think I would.
If you are still listening, you're a trooper.
Yeah, this has been a
Yeah, this is
marathon.
long. This one, Joey and Chandler.
Boom.
Boom. Are you serious? Okay. So, the greatest TV. Hold on, let me center.
Oh, you rigged it.
Oh, I did the wrong one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. I did the wrong one. So, the greatest TV best friends are Joey and Chandler from Friends. Which makes sense.
I think that's a pretty good answer.
I mean,
Yeah.
the final four or the final four was right on.
The-
That was right on.
Yeah. The final four was good. All right, Joey and Chandler from Friends, if you were wondering, are the greatest TV best friends.
Yeah, and if you disagree, go fuck yourself.
Oh.
Let us know. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Okay, well, that was that. If you agree, disagree, it is what it is. What are you going to do? Joey and Chandler.
We're always right, so
That's true. We've never been wrong, except
Yeah.
for Roy Rogers.
except for the fast food and possibly this one. And
Maybe a couple others. And we're back. How about a little news? Ooh, I did a little overmodulation there. How about a little news?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again to get our news from the news segment. I love how we've got good news to bring, but who knows what Steve's gonna sing? News segment for you boys and girls. News segment spreading around the world.
Do you like my theme song? Did anybody listen to it?
I listened to it.
It's
I liked
something,
it.
isn't it? It's something.
Wait, did I listen to it?
I don't think so.
Real
You would've
quick, since
remembered.
it sounds like you're gonna cut this.
Yeah.
Orioles are getting no hit right now.
Really? That's
And the
fantastic.
Wizards are about to pick. But sorry, let's do this.
Okay. All right. So, I love my cryptids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, one of my favorite cryptids is, of course, Bigfoot.
Of course.
My computer's running slow, I think, because I'm sharing video. I'm going to go ahead and share this.
Because you're talking all intimately.
I know. Is that why it's slowing
Yeah.
down?
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Wait, you said the Orioles were a no hit, but they're a no hit.
They're getting no hit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not
Oh.
good. Okay. So, I can't resist a good Bigfoot sighting. This is
Colorado.
May 24th of this year.
Yeah.
The Upper Colorado River. All right, I'm gonna play. Oh shit! Hold on, let me stop it for a second.
Are we sure this isn't just Devin with his hair down?
It might be. Devin shout out. Need a good Devin shout out.
Where's he at? I almost texted him about this one. I feel like he would have had some good.
Yeah, we
He
got
watches a lot of TV.
we got to get him back on here. Okay, so this is like I said, the Colorado River. Here we go. I'm gonna share it. And here it goes. Well, see it?
Spider-Man. No, I'm kidding.
No.
It was moving. I saw it move.
Yeah, I saw it too.
They're kind of just fucking around at the beginning.
No, they can't climb out.
I don't know. I'll turn around.
No, okay, it's moving. It's
Where is it? Do you see it?
yeah,
No.
that brown against the tree.
Dude, it's like hidden in the tree.
Is it a little choppy for everyone? The video?
Is it?
Yeah.
Like in half.
Dude, I can't find it.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's-
Say he's straight up there.
Here, bear. Here, bear. Hey, bear. Hey, bear. Further up. It almost looks like
There's some rock coming
it's
down.
like waving around.
Is it?
Bigger than a normal size.
There. Can you see that?
Dude.
Is it too choppy?
Oh,
Whoa.
come on.
Look at my phone. You can see it.
I mean, I want to see.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Moving like a bear. Oh my goodness.
Dude, that's weird.
Definitely. Guys, come look at
Get the gun. No fucking way.
We come in.
I can't zoom in any more than this.
All right. What do you think?
Yeah, that's probably him. That's probably him.
That was some crazy shit.
It's got to be him. We just saw it.
How many views did that thing have?
I don't know.
Somebody dressed up like Bigfoot
oh,
and they
shit.
recorded
I was
it.
about to say, Steve, do you want me to dress up as Bigfoot? You can put it on TikTok. We'll
Let's
get some.
do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it looked like, kind of. But it didn't. If you ask me.
It looked just
I
like
think-
the T-shirt. It looked just like the T-shirts. Hey, I'll show
It does
you.
look.
Hold on.
I have one
Or you
from
do your
Maine.
thing, I'll show you. Right
I have
here.
one from Maine that looks like that. It has Bigfoot on
Yeah.
the back eating a lobster.
That's
It
pretty
does.
good.
Mine's
He just happened to have it
We
with
got it
him.
right here. Look
How
at that. He has a
convenient. What
Bigfoot
the fuck?
shirt. Right, but what the
How'd you
hell?
happen to have that right there? I swear to God, he didn't know I was doing a Bigfoot story. That's funny as shit.
He's had a Bigfoot shirt right behind him. That is
I just happened to
insane.
pull this up.
He didn't have to go to his bedroom.
That's so. I thought, dude, that's funny as
That
shit.
does kind of look like him.
It's what it looked like, especially with the flannel.
I
Yeah,
do
he's
think
got
Bigfoot's
twisted
real.
T. He's got twisted T. It's my twisted T-shirt.
Okay.
Boo.
All right. In other news, there's no video for this, unfortunately. Taiwan teen celebrates graduation with pole dancers gifted by mother.
Hey
Police-
now.
Oh.
Police take action. So,
How old was he?
well, I'll tell you. A junior high graduation ceremony in Taiwan took an unexpected and controversial turn when pole dancers performed outside the school as students exited the campus, according to the Central News Agency of Taiwan.
Yeah.
The performance, reportedly organized by the mother of a schoolboy as a graduation gift for her child, left students, parents, and onlookers stunned. The incident occurred the morning of June 11th,
Yeah.
just after the official graduation ceremony had concluded. As students began leaving the premises, they were met with the sight of scantily clad pole dancers performing provocative routines atop two music-blaring trucks parked directly outside of the school gates. The dancers swayed to loud electronic music as large crowds, including fellow students, parents, and bystanders, gathered to watch. Some students appeared shocked, while others filmed the performance on their phones.
Yeah.
Local
That
police
is
came and
Wild.
what? I mean,
Outside the school?
and the mother did it.
That's insane.
Could you imagine your like anybody's mom doing that?
I know.
Maybe, maybe she was confused. Maybe she didn't understand.
My mom did it, but it was high school graduation, not junior high. That's way too young. That was a
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't imagine that. Middle school, that's bad.
It's really bad.
That's bad.
Um,
I feel like I can picture what an American mom would look like if they did that. If that makes any sense.
yeah, for sure.
Like
My
I could see it now.
my computer's running very slow. I'm like way behind. Like my voice
I
doesn't
see
match
that.
up. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll let it catch up. It's I don't know. Okay. Here we go. I think it's good.
close.
Okay.
Well,
One
is
more
she in
news
jail?
story.
Or is there an update on her sentence?
No, so the police came. By the time they got there, everything was already broken up. I don't think they charged her with anything.
They said scatter, run.
They just said,
Alright.
don't do it
All
again.
right.
Yeah. And then lots of students got to bring that home for later.
I was about to say that's we'll see what the high school graduation looks like for that kid.
Yeah, right. He's gonna go hang out with Larry
Two
from
girls.
Three's Company.
2 girls, 1 cup, or something. Like,
Wow.
What? I just said it. I mean, like the Stanley Cup or something. I don't know.
I'm
What
gonna
do you
share my
want me to say?
screen for one final news story for the night.
All
I think
right.
that's enough. It's enough.
Enough.
Okay. Am I sharing the right screen?
It says you started sharing it. Double click.
We don't have the screen yet.
Says you started sharing.
There we go. I know what I'm doing. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself. A flesh-eating fly invasion could cause
Ooh.
devastation across America. That did say flesh-eating fly. A flesh-eating parasitic fly is invading North and Central America. The consequences could be severe for the cattle industry, but this parasite is not picky. It will invest. It will infest a wide range of hosts, including humans and their pets. The New World screwworm was previously eradicated from these regions. Why is it returning? And what can be done about it? Then there's a bunch of shit about what flies do. It was in the 1960s they had it. Cattle farmers in Texas estimated in the 1960s they were treating around 1 million cases a year. Between the 60s and 90s, scientists and governments worked together and basically made all of them sterile so that they couldn't reproduce.
Damn.
Yep. So for
That's
decades
scary.
it was fine, but in 2022, the New World screwworm has once again spread northwards through several countries in Central America. Cases exploded in Panama in 2023, and the fly had reached Mexico by 2024.
We don't have to worry about any of those places.
Well, Mexico's right next door, buddy. Scientists have suggested several hypotheses for the spread, including flies hitchhiking with cattle movements, higher temperatures enhancing flies' development and survival, and the possibility that females are adapting their sexual behavior to avoid sterile males.
Hey now.
Wow.
I think that's what most of them do anyway.
So around 17 million cattle are now at risk in Central America, but worse may be to come. Mexico has twice as many cattle, and the spread towards the U.S. continues, where 14 million cattle could be at risk in Texas and in Florida alone. Humans are not spared, with at least 8 cases of flies infesting people in Mexico since April.
Ew.
But you know, it's
So-
weird. Wait, that was weird because you said Texas and then Florida. That's so random. Like if you would have said anywhere else in America, I'd be like, oh, okay, but Florida. I know it's probably just me being
Yeah.
stupid, but
No,
That's
I had
such a
the same
weird one.
thought. I
That's
had the same
weird.
thought. Because Mexico, I don't think of Florida cattle.
at all.
No.
Like you go Texas and all the way up. You could go even like
Yeah.
Wisconsin. I'd be like, oh yeah, there's cattle up there. And
But yeah, you
all-
think like Texas, Oklahoma, or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oklahoma, but even you spread it out to Iowa and Montana and all those places. Just go all the way up.
Yeah. The whole middle.
But
Right.
Florida, the fuck. Even over here, you see a bunch of cattle over here. Not a bunch, but that's over here.
We got cattle.
They
Well, we got
4-H
cattle
club.
up here.
Yeah, you got it. You got we got it on the Eastern Shore too. They got
Jordan
that
could probably
4-H
walk out
club.
his house and go like half a mile and hit cattle. They
Maybe.
had that farm right by the fairgrounds.
Hey,
oh,
hey.
what are we doing?
Which
Oops, sorry.
fairgrounds? The Howard County Fairgrounds?
Yeah.
Sorry.
God damn.
Everybody knows we're in Frederick.
Damn.
You
thought
know how many houses are in Frederick? Nobody's going to know
No.
where you are.
Yeah.
Hagerstown. He's
And
near
it's actually probably
Hagerstown.
farther than half a mile.
I didn't think about the fair because I was about to say, besides that, I'm in the most like urban part of Frederick County.
But they have a farm right on the fairgrounds,
Yeah. It's true.
right outside your door.
I am really far from the fairgrounds though.
You kind of are. Half a mile was a little bit of a stretch. Okay. Anyway, that's the news for today. And I guess that's the episode for today.
Well, before the fly thing,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
have you guys seen those videos of like parasites?
Yeah, we didn't really talk about the fly. We talked about the cows.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the
We're
videos
like,
of like
screw worm. Who cares?
Yeah.
like they'll like find like a bee and they'll
Yeah.
like start pulling a parasite out of it and
Oh.
it's like 6 inches long.
Oh.
You guys have never seen those videos?
I haven't. I probably
You
don't
got-
want to watch that.
If I find one, I'll send it in our group chat. It
You want to hear
is
something disgusting?
gross.
Jen almost like passed out today. I had one drain left in my body from my
Oh, did you
surgery.
get it out today?
Got it out.
Nice.
She said, I was watching it. The doctor kept pulling and pulling and pulling. It was like,
Ugh.
no shit. You have to look at this far up in my body.
Ugh.
That's crazy.
It's leaking a little
That's-
bit right now. I got to change my bandage. That's why I'm ready to end this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm leaking
Yeah,
all
that
over my
thing-
new shirt.
That thing
That's
was
what she said.
gross. That drain was gross. I'm allowed to say that because I'm your son.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was disgusting.
That
I'm
thing
so
was
glad it's
nasty.
out. It's,
Yeah,
I'm so glad it's out. There used to be things floating in it, Steve, like little chunks of.
that was the gross part. When it was just full of liquid, it really didn't
Yeah.
bother me.
It
But when
looked
you
like-
see a chunk come around the the whirlpool, I'm like, what?
Like a little bloody chunk.
And it was pink.
Yeah, well, it was some of it looked like white snot.
Well, yeah, the chunks did, but like the
Yeah.
liquid was like,
Oh,
it wasn't like. At least it looked like it. From
it
the
ended up
outside.
turning. It ended up turning like more piss color.
Oh, that's even worse, actually.
Yeah, it looked like a little ball of piss hanging out of my body.
It's all the beer getting out of you finally.
That's it. Yeah, I'm finally draining. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for listening. If you're still there to the Steve Steiner podcast, we have these marathon episodes now of like an hour and a half.
I know.
Yeah. Oops.
That's all right. We will return hopefully fairly regularly, right?
2 weeks.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, 2 weeks-ish. All right. Thanks again for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Love y'all.